G'day ladies and gents and welcome to Aussie Real Talk. We've got ourselves a new pirate movie to discuss with Amazon's latest streaming feature, The Bluff. The pirate genre in modern cinema has basically been monopolised by Disney's juggernaut franchise, Pirates of the Caribbean. Much like Jurassic Park has a near dibs on dinosaurs. While neither franchise owns their respective concepts, it's rare to see another studio attempt a comparable title. Sony tried with the dinosaur thriller 65, and we all know how little that film is remembered. Now, Amazon is having a crack at pirates, while Disney's franchise remains on ice following the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard saga. But The Bluff is far removed from Disney's portrayal of pirates as hilarious, sneaky simpletons. This one goes for something much grittier and arguably more realistic. Priyanka Chopra Jonas plays Ursel, a fishwife forced to reawaken her pirate past to face old friends and foes in order to protect her new family. Her history comes back to haunt her, and Carl Urban's Captain Connor is seeking not just gold, but vengeance. The film starts a little slow, but once Ursel fully embraces her killer instincts and unleashes her savagery, the movie sparks to life and doesn't let off the brakes until the credits roll. This is one of director Frank Flowers' first major feature films, and it's clear he's trying to leave a creative mark. There are several action sequences that appear as extended one-shots with no visible cuts. Watching Ursel slice and dice pirate scum in real time really boosts attention. The violence is really brutal. Bodies are blown apart, heads split open, torsos skewered like kebabs. Cannons and traps are developed in ways reminiscent of Rambo: The Last Blood. It's savage stuff. The combat choreography is also strong, especially the final fight between Ursel and Connor. It's tight, intense, and well shot. There's even a stealth sequence that feels straight out of Assassin's Creed, with Ursel ducking in and out of shadows to silently eliminate enemies. Flowers also stages some clever action inside dark underground caves, using the sparks from firing pistols to briefly illuminate tunnels and create flashes of silhouettes mid-fight. It's a really creative touch. As for the cast, Chopra is convincing as a kind of pirate-era John Wick. Many have attempted the John Wick formula with mixed success, but she nails both the emotional beats and, more importantly, the physicality. Carl Urban absolutely chews the scenery and clearly has a blast doing it. He leans hard into the ruthless, over-the-top villain energy. Unfortunately, his accent is wildly inconsistent. It shifts from Scottish to Kiwi to Aussie to Canadian at different times. But if you can look past that, there's a lot of fun to be had in his performance. The supporting cast is solid too, especially Tamura Morrison, yes, Jango Fett himself, as the quartermaster, and Ishmael Cruz Cordova, known from the Rings of Power. That said, the film is far from perfect. Several weaknesses stem from obvious budget constraints. The story is fairly contained, with many scenes set in small numbers of locations, which means the set design needs to hold up. Unfortunately, it doesn't always. Much of the third act takes place in underground tunnels, and the rock walls look noticeably artificial. At one point, two characters push against a wall and it visibly shifts like a sheet of cardboard. Blink and you'll miss it. Several outdoor sequences rely heavily on poor green screen, particularly during the final mountaintop fight. Some CGI moments, including certain blade into body impalements and creature effects like crocodiles, are also pretty dodgy. Beyond budget issues, the script itself feels sloppy in places. Captain Connor reveals a hidden agenda to his crew far too late in the film, despite that secrecy causing real tension throughout. It raises the obvious question, why didn't he just tell them earlier? There are also big swings at building an emotional bond between Ursel and her sister-in-law. Their relationship starts fractured, then predictably heals through shared trauma. Some of the dialogue in these moments feels overly generic, almost copy and paste emotional moments, rather than organic character development. Real talk, The Bluff is a violent thrill ride that takes a little time to warm up, but once Priyanka Chopra Jonas lets loose, it's an entertaining blast through to the end. Carl Urban revels in the cruelty of his pirate villain, and together the two leads deliver some genuinely strong action and fight sequences. However, budget limitations and uneven writing prevent the film from reaching greatness. Ultimately, The Bluff feels like another attempt at a female-led John Wick, just transplanted into a 19th century Caribbean pirate setting. And honestly, it's hard not to enjoy a graphic, vicious pirate movie that would probably make the likes of Jack Sparrow run for cover. Aussie Real Talk gives The Bluff a 3.5 out of 5. What did you think of the movie? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this review, feel free to like and subscribe. Cheers.